My Little Pony, Chapter 5, Episode 1. I think it's called Cutie Blossom Bash. It's what I think this episode is called. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I do think the last episode of Chapter 4, they saved Sparky. Oh yeah, and then Mist is kind of like a double agent now. That's kind of what I remember. I remember not like thinking that that episode was like that great. I mean, pretty much the only thing I really liked was like the Misty and Opaline parts. And I think that's one thing this show is a consistent thing about this show is the fact that, you know what, Opaline and Misty parts are the things that I enjoy. The rest are like, eh. But let's see how this first episode is. How this turns out. She's like, sure. Sounds great. Wait, this is it in the voluptuous? Oh, it's gonna be that there's a bunch of children and then Misty. She's like, it's gonna be 100 ponies? Maybe she should say, you know guys, we kinda need to be a bit more subtle, you know? Because we don't want Opaline to know that I'm part of you guys. If I'm gonna be like a double agent, telling Opaline kind of like where I am, or that we are like friends, it's not a good thing. Cutie Blossom Bash. Just let him die. Hopefully this means that we're not gonna see Sparky this episode. Man, I hate Sparky. Like lemonade? Fuck your lemons. Like, wait. Hopefully we get to pay half the price because we're getting half the lemonade. Because we got it at the same time. And we just started saying bow bow all of a sudden. And then you failed. Wait, what? Okay, I'm guessing she was just gliding very well. Because the whole point of the movie and stuff, right? Was the fact that they couldn't actually fly. They were just, you know, like pretending. Alright, pip pip hooray, got it. Please don't. Alright. I mean, those two could have been like, you know what? Sure, you can play with us, but you have to be on Hitch's team. Yeah, I just saw it as, shapes. I think whatever this pony... Misty, is that? No, the Misty. Zip? Pip? I always forget this girl's name. But yeah, what do I have to... I don't feel comfortable. Alright. About what? Is that unicorn not plowing you every day to relieve some of that stress? Yeah. Let's hope it doesn't rain. But judging by how those clouds look, I guess it's going to rain. They're like, oh, alright. Just putting on the pressure even more. It's gonna be like oh god, this party is for me. Oh god, no. Just the normal Misty works best. Come on, Misty. You obviously like this. And I mean, I guess one good thing about getting a different hair color and all that is that it's kind of like a disguise. In case Opaline... Oh, alright. Alright. It's kind of like she's not gonna notice that you're gone. Is Gertrude, that like ghost mice that she created, like the ghost rat? That's debatable. Yeah. I mean, completely understandable. It's kind of like when I went to university the first year that I was able to go. Like everyone was like 3 years younger than me, and that's because I lost 4 years of schooling, actually closer to 5 years, because of my bone marrow inflammation. And then it lasted less than a year, I think, yeah, in university before it got worse. And that's because, well, we didn't really know that I wasn't supposed to walk and all that. Because back in the day, when I didn't know, they were like, you just need to do, like rehab. So I got like hospital treatment. And it was kind of like a pool training. And it made it worse. If I didn't do the pool training for that time, I would probably be able to walk now. That really damaged me a lot. Because exercise is like the absolute opposite from what I was supposed to do. And then later on, obviously, I walked with a crutch for a year or two, and that damaged me even more. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about that now. And it's kind of like, oh god, if only we knew that I wasn't supposed to walk and all that, maybe I would be able to walk now. And I never leave my shell. And now Gertrude is gone. Oh, okay, it's the name of the brush. Got it. It's not the mouse. Oh, okay. And like, I'm gonna say it out loud. Well, at least it does seem like she kind of like has to convince herself that she doesn't care about Misty. Because it did seem like she was about to go up there to like console Misty, like, alright, failed, don't be sad. Like, but then she convinced herself, that always happens, blah 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 blah. I mean, obviously she's taking advantage of Misty by promising her a cutie mark that she's never actually is going to be able to give her. But I also think there is something in her to where she actually cares a little bit about Misty. And I would love to see how did Opaline find Misty? Why did Opaline actually take care of Misty in the beginning? You know? Hopefully we get to know that. And the thing that also would be really good is that when Misty goes back there, maybe Opaline will say a little bit like semi care about her, then maybe Misty will become even more conflicted. Because that's the part of this show that I quite like. Misty's, you know, Me. I don't. No, like I am shy. I'm introverted. Yeah. It's just a public smile, you know. Especially from people that she doesn't know. Yeah, but maybe we can celebrate it together in the lighthouse. I completely understand you, Misty. I hate celebration. Like, especially when it's my own celebrations. Like, I hate birthdays and stuff like that. Like, please, let's just have a private thing. Maybe we'll buy like a little bit more expensive cake or something, and that's it. I don't want presents. I don't want a big deal. Congratulations. And also, you have to see it from Misty's perspective as well. It's kind of like, you know what, this is more of a things for children, right? And it just happened that, you know what, I just lost out on it. That's just how it is. Wait, which video? I'm gonna push in the hole. Oh, and then she's gonna plant it in the garden. Well, you maybe want to take it out of the bag. Unless that's a bag that's like biodegradable, maybe. Like, it degrades fast enough so it's not gonna get like a root problems. All right. Some flashbacks. It's like, oh, this is going very fast. Jesus Christ. Alright, so it takes up like this the main thing in like the royal garden. Misty's tree. Okay. To metamorphosis. Okay, now she's go. Okay, I thought that was the plan this whole time, that she was supposed to be a double agent. And also, I mean, guys, if we don't do this, we're not gonna have any way of knowing what Opaline is gonna do. That's probably even more dangerous. So I completely understand, Misty. I mean, is Opaline gonna notice your hair? Or is it gonna be like, oh, Opaline doesn't even notice the hair? Like, okay. Well, I guess it's like, oh. Wait, what did you say there at the end? Oh, well. Not important. Well, I will say, at the end of this episode, it started getting interesting. When, Misty decided, alright, I'm gonna become a double agent. That is when this episode started getting good. Before that, it was kind of like, I don't care. And it also felt like the episode was also just set up for what's called, for that last, how long was that? 4 minutes maybe? So it kind of felt like 18 minutes of filler for 4 minutes of actual content. So not the greatest episode, but I do think they're setting up something interesting. Even though the thing that is interesting is something I thought they actually set up at the end of the finale. But I guess now it's like completely set in stone. That kind of like, maybe that explains why they were so willing to be open with Misty. Because, well, their plans wasn't actually to use her as this double agent. It was just basically for her to leave Opaline, so they wouldn't care if Opaline knew or not. Because Misty's not gonna go back anyways. She's part of our crew now. But what Misty is doing is brave, and I think it's the right thing to do. And I'm sure the other ponies, because of the fact that they didn't do even more pushback for Misty, they kind of know that's the case as well, that you're being a double agent, and for us to know if what you're saying is true, that she is very, very powerful, even more powerful than we might think, it is best for us to at least kind of know what she's doing, even if it means putting you in danger. But the thing is that if she isn't double agent, she's still in danger. So, I mean, if she betrays Opaline, maybe she'll be like the first one. Opaline is like, I'm gonna make an example out of you, Misty. And I mean, I do think that Opaline's downfall is going to be the fact that she doesn't show at least a little bit of like compassion or love for Misty. I think if she did it just a little bit, I do think Misty would be like very conflicted, and it would help Opaline a lot in her evil plans. So I think that's gonna be her downfall, that she isn't willing to show a little bit of love that I actually believe she has, because I do think they have shown like a couple moments here and there of Opaline actually having some type of care for Misty, but she completely, as soon as she feels that way, she's like, no. And also, hopefully, we get to see, hopefully, an episode focuses on, well, how did you two actually meet? Yeah. So, I mean, yet again, the Misty and Opaline parts are the best.